welcome back to another episode of Seeded Sports. Today, I'm really honored to have Group Captain Yashwant Singh Pangal, Honorary Secretary General Subruto Cup. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Very grateful to have you today with us.
Yeah, good morning, Akshita. And it's my privilege to be here. And as you have introduced, I'm the Secretary General for the Subroto Mukherjee Sports Education Society and also the Organizing Secretary for the 63rd edition of the Subroto Cup International Football Tournament.
So, you're the main person in charge, sir, behind the success of this incredible event. You're
Yeah,
organizing,
yeah.
bringing it.
Always a team effort. I'm leading a professional and efficient team of my airmen who are there and who are helping me in organizing this particular tournament in a professional manner.
सर मेरा एक सबसे पहले जो बेसिक सवाल ये है कि कितना टाइम लगता है टू प्रिपेयर फॉर एन इवेंट ऑफ सच स्टैचर क्योंकि मतलब शुरू होने के पहले भी तैयारियां शुरू हो जाएंगी और खत्म होने के बाद भी आपका काम 11th को तो खत्म होगा नहीं, उसके बाद भी इट विल कंटिन्यू, राइट? तो कितना लंबा होता है ये
Yeah.
प्रोसेस और कितना आई एम श्योर अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स गो इनटू इट.
बिल्कुल जैसे आपने बोला है organizing a tournament of this stature wherein around 107 teams are participating and a tournament spreading over more than 45 days. The preparation starts a long time back, maybe 180 days before. We have the time schedule that we have in the Indian Air Force. We start from 180 days before the D-Day, that is the opening ceremony of the tournament, in which maximum things that we cater for are the dates on which the main activities or ceremonies are to be scheduled, the budget. We need to contact all our sponsors to get in the required amount of money that we have, and also the in-house permission for the attachment of the manpower in terms of the organizing committee members and also the referees. So the process almost starts 6 months in advance before the D-Day, that is the opening ceremony of the tournament.
Wow, that's a long time. And of course, a lot of challenges come up. And इस बार एक और challenge जो Indian football fans काफी time से बात करते हैं, which is age fraud, which was successfully recognized and dealt with. Can you help us explain what was the process that was followed for this?
See, the as far as the age fraud is concerned in India and in football in particular, that the Subruto Education Society is putting in his best to put an end to this kind of age fraud. First thing is that. And as you say, everything is possible in India. People have different Aadhaar cards. So they register and they change the date of birth, identity on their Aadhaar cards, which can be done very easily and all. So to cut on this particular aspect of age fraud, what we have done is we have got in collaboration with the All India Football Federation, and as per the guidelines which have been issued by the Sports Ministry of India and further circulated by All India Football Federation, we have started with the TW3 test, which is a skeletal bone age determination test at a lab which is duly recommended by All India Football Federation. Last year, we did it for the boys under 15 and both the under 17 categories. And this year, we have done it for the boys under 15 category only. Because for boys under 17, then as per new regulation, it's not required to be done. And also for girls under 17, it is not required. So last time we had disqualified in the 67 around 21 teams in the Subroto Cup, which is like for the organizing committee also to make sure that the message goes across. And as a result of that, this time it was only 5 teams which have been disqualified. But as an organizing secretary, I would have loved that all the boys who are playing should have been under 15. But because this age fraud continues, and we will also continue to put in our efforts, and the TW3 test in guidelines with All India Football Federation. So the number of teams disqualified is reduced. So I am hopeful that in times to come, this particular age fraud will further get reduced. Also, the advantage that we have, all our sportsmen are registering on the All India Football Federation through the CRS, the centralized registration system. So once these people are registered in under 15 category with a confirmed date of birth, in times to come, the age menace for under 17 will surely stop. And for under 15, we continue to with the TW3 test, and so that it will be and to an advantage to organizing committee that we are confirming the age and disqualifying teams. Maybe we are also planning that in times to come, we deal with the state education departments and also pass on a circular or a message to them that they should conduct a TW3 test for all the team members that they are forwarding, apart from checking their date of birth and confirming, so that in case if even by chance some person has got his date of birth amended in their Aadhaar card or in the school, the TW3 test will invariably come out, and the states can take precautions, or the states can ensure that only the eligible players are sent for the tournament.
And so, I mean, as far as I know, this skeletal age estimation test is also an expensive test, and that's why a lot of teams and clubs do not really go ahead and do this. So, with the support of the Indian Air Force, the database that AFF is able to generate is also gonna, in the long term, actually gonna help us solve the problem of age fraud.
Yeah. See, as such, we have the sponsorship amount. So we have a budget of around 3.2 crores for the conduct of the 63rd edition. And I'm spending around, say, 1.5 lakh rupees on the conduct of this test. Each TW3 test cost me around 850 rupees. So if you consider the overall advantage of conducting the test and conveying a message across all the footballing teams and the students to curb the age fraud. So this is minuscule, and we can always bear that cost. So society as such, we have taken an aim. Whatever amount that we need to spend, we will spend, but we'll make sure that we do the TW3 test and get over this age fraud.
So, you firsthand witnessed so many school kids come together and play this beautiful sport. What are your expectations of Indian football now?
See, being the organizing secretary of the Asia's oldest tournament for school going boys and the world's second oldest in the world for school going children, the enthusiasm which these students have and the opportunity that they get to play football and showcase their skill, it is visible on their faces. और मैं जब भी उनके ग्राउंड पे या होटल में विजिट किया हूँ, सो उनके चेहरे से पता लगता है कि वो बहुत ही खुश हैं. And the kind of facilities that we give and the teams when they interact. The advantage of the Suboto Cup is that teams are coming from all across India and they are staying at a particular location. The cultural amalgamation, and it's not about only winning. See, only one school team will. But the advantage that these students have, the exposure that they get when they come over to Delhi or when they came over to Bangalore, the interaction, the religions, different religions, when they interact, they eat at a particular place. सो उसका एक अलग ही महत्व है फुटबॉल के लिए जो है. आई एम वेरी श्योर दैट वी हैव गिवन देम अ प्लेटफॉर्म from where they can showcase their footballing skills, and subsequently they will get identified or scouted by some clubs and all. They have a chance to make it to the Indian team. And at any given moment, if you see the Indian football team, there has been a player who have always played in Suboto Cup. That is a matter of pride for us. The Indian football team captain who has just retired, Mr. Sunil Chetri, if you see, he started his footballing career when his school participated in the Suboto Cup International Football Tournament.
Yeah. And the women, senior women's team players also, Jyoti Chauhan, Dalima Chibber, have also played in the Subrata Cup. So both are senior.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, it's a stepping stone for everyone. And now, in fact, we are scouting more and more players, and from these teams, they'll be going to various club teams and all. And I'm sure the number of people in the Indian women team, the Indian team, the juniors team, the league team, number of footballers who have played in Suboto will increase.
And of course, an international exposure at a young age also goes a long way. And when we talk about Subrata Cup, we often, like sort of, while talking about the Indian students, we forget that, there's so many kids that you are also welcoming from other parts of the country. So, what is that like, sir?
Yeah, because being an international tournament, we are inviting teams friendly foreign countries basically. So we had seven teams participating in the 63rd edition from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, from Nepal. Team from Bhutan, they could not come because of the natural calamities that they had. They were not able to travel and all. And playing with a football team, foreign football team, automatically it generates a different kind of feeling within the players also. And the Bangladesh team in the girls category, they qualified till the finals. And in the under 15, the Bangladesh again, they were in the semi-finals. And as far as boys under 17 is concerned, the Sri Lanka team is in the quarterfinals. So the exposure they're getting and playing along with the foreign teams, I know they are going to gain that experience and use that experience in times to come to enhance their footballing career.
एंड सर एज यू मेंशन दैट 6 महीने पहले से प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाता है तो नाउ आई एम श्योर रेस्टिंग टाइम तो उतना मिलेगा नहीं व्हाट आर सम ऑफ द मेजर लर्निंग्स दैट यू वुड वांट टू टेक फॉरवर्ड towards the 64th edition.
Yeah, see, major learnings that we are going to take forward is we want to upscale the tournament as far as possible. Main thing that what we are trying to do is we are trying to introduce the under 15 girls category also, so that the duration of the tournament will increase by 10 more days. Now we are conducting say for 45 days, so then it will take around almost 2 months. And also what we have learned, the kind of accommodation that we are giving, it's very good. The grounds that we have had are AIFF approved. So we want to increase also the number of grounds also. So the problem that we faced now in this particular month was the rains. So some of our matches had to be rescheduled. So we are catering for the additional grounds which we can get in Delhi, in Bangalore, so that the tournament as such can be upscaled. Because a tournament which has which is being conducted for the past 6 decades, तो उसका जो है स्तर जो है ऊपर ही ऊपर जाना चाहिए. एंड इट विल बी अ मैटर ऑफ प्राइड फॉर नॉट ओनली द इंडियन एयरफोर्स but for India as such, because continuing a tournament for so long in such a dignified and a professional manner also, it conveys a lot of things. And I would like to inform that uh, though it is only, I say, 107 teams, in this particular 63rd edition, 2,500 schools have practically taken part in the Subroto oblique, the pre-Subroto tournament that we conduct at state level. Apart from that, the district level who have not physically registered with us but have taken part, and what we call is the association that they have, is more than 22,500 schools. So more than 4 lakh students are associated with this Subroto Cup, and they want their school to win, and they want to come for the final leg. So till the time I was not joined the honorary secretary or the organizing secretary for this tournament, I never knew the magnanimity of this particular tournament. So really, it's a matter of pride for me that I'm handling this, and lucky also that I'm able to conduct this. This is the third edition that I have conducted successfully, and my subsequently, whosoever takes over from me, I'm sure the Indian Air Force and the society, the status will go up and up.
So I am very grateful to you and your team for, I saw the Ambedkar Stadium, how beautifully it has been transformed. And as you mentioned that the idea is to renovate other grounds and make them as per the AIFF standard. That is only going to uplift Indian football. I mean, I cannot even imagine the number of teams that can get an opportunity, apart from, of course, the Subrata Cup performing teams. There will be so many other teams also that will get benefit out of this.
That is all because of the efforts of the organizing committee. Being a central government organization, in fact, sometimes we force our way through with other government bodies and all to make sure that the ground comes up. And as you said, that indirectly, if the ground is coming, our tournament is over, but the ground is up to that level. So some footballer is getting affected and he gets a good ground to play and all. So that is what finally we are working for. That we are encouraging football at the grassroots level, at all the levels.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we end the podcast, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Just me, I would only like to convey my thanks to individuals like you who are supporting us and promoting football. And it is in
Thank,
today's world where social media is so important, so important. So thank you once again. And I hope you continue supporting us with this kind of dialogues that we have so that we take Subotu to a new heights. Thank you, Akshita, once
Thank you
again.
so much, sir. I'm very grateful to you on behalf of all the Indian football fans, to you and your team. Very grateful. Thank you so much, sir.